So ertl. Yeah, ertl's a brand. Ertl's a brand that has existed for a very long time. They mostly make farm toys and car vehicles, and really that's it. But for a brief period of time, from I think the 80s all the way up to the early 2000s, they made Thomas the Tank Engine merch. Mostly, they did like small die-cast characters, and that's pretty much it. Everyone knows about ertl, but there's very obscure pieces of merch that people don't really talk about that much. Like there's the musical Thomas. Yeah, barely anyone knows that existed. That's a real thing. I've only seen one person on Twitter have this.
So I'm editing the video and realized there was a pack with a wind-up Topham and the musical Thomas. That's cool.
Are the brown troublesome trucks, which no one knew about until someone talked about them. And then there's the ertl pullback Thomas, the tiny one, not the big one, which I do own myself.
If you want to count the ertl sticker faces, those don't really count, as you can find like one or two on eBay. But I think what has to be the most rarest Thomas ertl items has to be the remote control ertl Thomas.
Where do I even start with this thing? This thing is just so rare and obscure. I have not seen a single person talk about this thing online, other than like a few. I've seen a few people on Twitter have it. I've seen many images of it on Google. I've barely seen any listings of it on eBay. I've only seen like a few. Here are them on the screen. These are the only listings I found. That's how obscure this item is. I'm pretty sure it was released somewhere in the 80s and 90s, as it has a white running board, which a lot of old ertl Thomas merch had, but it seemed to kept this running board. The way how I found out about this thing was back in 2020. I was watching Thomas Fan 8's old videos. I realized that people were wondering what type of Thomas model he used. He answered the question by saying it was a remote control Thomas from ertl. Here's the screenshot of the comment. I quickly went to eBay and searched up remote control ertl Thomas.
I found one for a decent price, and it was a pretty decent condition, but I didn't buy it, and I kind of regret not buying it, but it was probably a good thing that I didn't buy it, as I probably would have destroyed it since I was a menace back then. Years later, after I got back into Thomas, my memory of this item existing came back into my head. I went on eBay searching, and no results. Then I went on Google to do some searching, and I actually found a listing on Gumtree, which is an Australian website, but it was going for $70, and I don't know if it shipped to the US. I was kind of debating if I should get this, but I wasn't sure if it shipped to the US. Probably not, but there's times where Gumtree has shipped to the US, so maybe. I ended up not buying the listing, so I kept on searching. Randomly out of nowhere, I was having a chat with my friends on the StreamYard studio, whatever you want to call it, and I searched up large ertl Thomas trying to find it. And to my surprise, I actually found one. It was missing the control, and it was not in the greatest shape, but it was good enough. I quickly purchased the damn thing after making an offer, and it arrived.
Your boy's got a box. So this is what's inside. It's a bit smaller than I thought it would be. Let's get this guy open. Oh my god. Whoa. Yes. Holy crap. Oh. Wow. Thanks for this. I have no purpose for this. That's going on. Holy crap. Okay. Oh, he's hot. He's out in the sun. Okay, that's where the wire was coming out of. Okay. Wow. Okay. Is that it? No. They gave us more. Okay. What, is this a blanket? Was this for protection? It's a blanket. I have no use for this. That's it? Okay, that's it in the box. And there's a bear. I don't know what I'm gonna use this for. I only cared about this guy. I guess you can run him over here. Yeah, did he pull out? Okay, that's not what that is for. Okay, so there's no battery color. Okay, so here's the model. Okay, so let's dissect into here. He's got a white running board, which he was, as I mentioned earlier, he has a coupling. Let me just say, this is the most useless thing you can ever put on a model. I've been wanting to say this for a while. This is the most useless thing. It's not gonna couple up to anything because there's no rolling stock for this range. So what's the point? He's plastic. That's for sure. He's not that something. He's a decent enough. He's warm. He was in a mailbox outside. So yes, is he like friction? No, because he doesn't want to do that. There's just cold bunker. Okay, so his wheel. This is the wheel that would probably power it. He has this weird freaking line here. Pipe. He has a weird smoke box. What is up with this funnel? What is up with this funnel? He's not that big. I thought he was gonna be a lot smaller. He is a decent size. I think this is the size that the Gauge 1 models were. I'm not gonna customize this guy, but he is a nice model. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I guess you could do it. You could. Yes, sir. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Either I'm gonna keep it and just use it for funnies. This is goofy, bro. Run him over. Thank you, Thomas. All right, that's it for Tommy. Yeah, the face. It's not that bad. There are far worse faces than this. It's like the best that we've seen of this face. It's got a bit of scratches on the roof. That's expected. Yeah. Does he smell weird? It's got a 90s smell to him, if that makes sense. He feels like he's been in the attic for like 5 years. Give me like 20 something years. He looks weird he looks fine from the side, but weird because they freaking forgot to paint this. Like, they painted the side, but they didn't paint the front. Come on, you could have done better, Ertl. There's the bottom if anyone wants to. See, he's got a driving wheel, so I guess this was for the turning. Okay, because he's got these side rods. I'm probably gonna keep that. I don't know if I'm gonna customize this guy, but he's nice. Nice big Ertl to go into my collection, and I'm happy to own this little guy. So yeah, that is Thomas. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'm probably gonna put this guy on my display, and yeah, that's all I gotta say. So, bye.